Are you ready to become better? Then you spend money on the diet and the medicines and the treatment, because if you're not ready to get better, you're just wasting your time, my time, and natural resources. Let's
Absolutely.
not do this. The minute I say let's not do this, you'll be like, no, 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 no. My ego's hit. I have to do this. Tell me what I should do. I said, you leave your ego behind and you tell me what's bothering you. If you're emotionally not ready to get better, that food is of no use.
Absolutely. I
You can
agree.
eat 10 apples a day. It will not give you any nutrition if your mind is not
Might
ready
be
to
not
receive
ready to
it.
receive it. I've been bulimic to some extent for a while, very, very short phase. And all this while, like, I would eat and binge and purge, and that's what a bulimic does, right? And feel guilty. And I would not understand why is it happening, because next day I'm, suppressing myself, not eating the right food. I'm going and excessively working out. But yet there will be a day when I'll still eat when I thought I would not, and my willpower would give way and I'll be back doing the same thing. Till the time somebody brought to my notice that there was an emotional gap that was troubling me, which I had to fulfill. I sat back, I went to a therapist, we thrashed it out, and I filled that gap. And I understood the problems that bulimia could possibly give you in the short term to long term. And it was off my system, because the
I
cause
want to
was
thank
something
you.
else.
I want to thank you for pointing out that you took therapy when you realized you were not able to help yourself. Guys, we're not born perfect. We
Yeah.
became imperfect after being born. When we were born, we were beautiful. Then we went through the whole education process and we ruined ourselves. Okay, we become imperfect.
Literally.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's
Yeah.
rule number one. If you're going through something, this is something I've learned in the last 60 days. We all have past trauma. We all have pain from our childhood. And that is a root cause of most of our diseases. In Ayurveda, and modern science says, all diseases have a psychosomatic origin. You realized bulimia has a psychosomatic origin, and you went to a therapist and you trashed out the issue. And you felt better after that. I learned the hard way. I took therapy 10 years too late for my broken marriage. 10, 12, 12, 13 years too late. And I wish I'd done that before. But after I took therapy, everything I ate, the herbs I took, treatments I took, Panchakarma, was showing results like crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on? And even now, in the last 60 days, I've started taking criticism very well. Like, when someone tells me, oh, you need to do this, or you need to talk slow, or you need to not, get dramatic about it, not get emotional about it. When people say that, I'm like, okay, I will listen to you. I have no other choice right now. I can't run away.
Yeah.
Listen when people say something. There's something I've
Yeah,
learned.
because the world and the universe is our mirror. So if anything that we see a lack in anybody else, it's a lack in us, and we are just too frightened to even take it as a reason and work on it. So if you see world is a mirror.
Powerful line. We need to pin it. The universe is a mirror. Powerful line, Nidhi.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
powerful.
So that just to add to the bulimic thing, I think what is maximum problem is that if things are not in our awareness. So the moment things come to your awareness, I think all of us are intelligent enough, emotional intelligent, and even otherwise, to understand now this is the cause and what can you do. Half the times we are blind, we are unaware and absolutely not conscious towards these issues, and therefore you keep going in the vicious cycle.
Yes, yes. You get trapped. Karma is actually a vicious cycle. When the same event keeps happening to you in life, it means you haven't learned a lesson yet. Okay? You can't do the same acts and expect to get a different reaction or a different result. That's madness. Doing the same things and expecting a different result is madness. You need to break out of it. You need to step back, to take 2 steps back and analyze your own situation with positive criticism, constructive
Right.
criticism. Where am I going wrong? And take help. Like, just like how you had bulimia, I had urticaria 3 months ago, 5 months ago, very chronic urticaria where my nose would be bleeding and my skin was burnt completely.
Okay.
I had to let go of any emotions, negative emotions and ego. That Ayurveda is everything. So when I went to my Ayurvedic doctor, she said it has become an acute problem. You need to go to an allopath. An Ayurvedic practitioner and the owner of an Ayurvedic clinic
Wow.
had to go to an allopath. Put your ego away. But when I went with full faith. I did my Ayurvedic treatment and then went to the allopath, and she said, in good wisdom and goodwill, she said, you've shown remarkable improvement in 24 hours. I will not give you steroids.
Wow.
I will not give you steroid injection and oral steroids. So my faith was still preserved. She gave me 7 days of medication, and to this day she keeps in touch with me, and I keep in touch with her and give her updates. We need to somewhere let go of that ego and say that I am not everything and my knowledge is not everything.
Yeah, yeah. It
I'm
works
not
as a
become
placebo,
a
right?
pain. it'll become a bane instead of a boon. Ayurveda will become a bane of my life if I
Absolutely.
think that Ayurveda is everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the karmic cycle you need to break by stepping back and saying, okay, there is something that's going wrong. This event has happened to me twice, thrice. Why? Why am I
Right.
constantly getting anemia? Why am I constantly getting a skin issue? Why am I constantly getting urticaria? Why am I constantly putting on weight despite working out so much? You need to take 2 steps back and figure out where you went wrong. And then
Yeah.
take diet, medicines, treatment.
Holistic thing. What's coming to my mind, because I take a lot of lessons in Gita reading, the Bhagavad Gita. So there, I don't remember the verse, but the essence really is that there is always cause and effect. This whole world, at least our physical realm of being, is with cause and effect. So if there is a problem that comes to your life, whether it's an emotional problem or a physical or a medical problem, like you said, sit back, think what is the cause, because कुछ ना कुछ तो कारण है जिसके वजह से this is the effect. The कारण could have been a bad word that I uttered, and therefore I'm getting those emotional back
Nicely said.
again, emotions back again,
You're the
or
cause
I
of your own effect.
yeah,
You're
or
the
I
cause of your own effect.
absolutely, very well said.